Well, the first half was tough for us. I just didn't feel like I don't feel like we did a lot of things well in the first half. We turned the ball over too much and just really rattled offensively. Second half, really happy with our effort. I thought we came back and really fought. Did a good job taking care of the ball. We rebounded well. Got some runouts for layups. Just a big effort to come back from that. I think we just ran out of steam. We just kind of ran out of steam in that last quarter. But I definitely think I give East Carolina a lot of credit. The two players we were really zoning in on didn't necessarily score a lot. Some other players scored for East Carolina, and they did a tremendous job of stepping up when other people weren't. So I give them a lot of credit for that. And I think they're a good team. They can make a good run.
Thank you, Coach. Chuck?
Coach, looking at a 19-point hole in the third quarter there, and you come back and get it to one. How hard is it, when you get it to that point, then just to kind of keep going with that? It's hard to race a 19-point lead, but then to keep it and just get it over the next hump. What was some of the challenges you faced there, and what was working for you to get it back in?
Yeah, I think we tied it, didn't we? Did we tie it in the second half? Yeah. I felt like we just needed a few things to go our way. Once we tied it, I could tell at least the team was loosening up a lot. We just missed a couple shots there, and they made some plays there, and then the game got away again. And then it was hard to make a second comeback. But I'm proud of our team, how they did it. I thought we did it with defense, so we got some runouts, and we played tough right there. And that's hard to do, so I'm proud of them about that. But I was just saying, I kind of felt like we were going to get it when we tied it. I felt like we were going to kind of steal it from them because we were kind of rolling on that, but we just couldn't finish it out.
Is there any benefit either way? East Carolina hadn't played in a while. They had their bye week in the last week of the regular season, and then you got a game in yesterday. Do you view that as a factor at all? Their rest versus your being able to get the bugs out in a game.
Well, I think it can work for you or against you. It just depends on your team whether sometimes if you don't play for a while, you're not in rhythm, so that's part of it too. But I thought, again, the thing that impressed me the most with them is the players that really aren't averaging a lot of points came up and got the points tonight. You got Dennis and Johnson, and they're the ones who scored. We really had zeroed in on Joyner and McNeil, and so when those players came up, maybe there's things in practice or things like that they got better in, and but I thought they were really focused, and those kids came to play.
And can you step back a little bit and just kind of look at the league in general? We're going to have a tournament here that's going to have a first-time champion, right? And we've seen some of the teams, Memphis and East Carolina, Wichita State, that have kind of not been in the position now to challenge for a championship that are now, and potentially a lot of teams that are in postseason consideration, including yourselves, for another championship. Just where do you assess kind of the growth of the conference and where it stands now relative to you've been here throughout? Well,
I really thought the conference last year, we'll start with last year, was the best it had been, obviously without UConn, but it was one of the best it had been top to bottom. I thought it was really good. You had a lot of fifth-year seniors and that, and I thought we had a really good team, and it was a struggle. I thought it was really good. This year a lot of transfers have come in, and I think made it strong again. I thought it was really competitive all year. You look at, besides South Florida, and they didn't go undefeated, so there's a lot of teams that beat other teams. And it was really competitive. And you look at the upsets early. So I thought it was really good. Very defensive oriented. I thought last year probably a little more offense. But it's a good league. And you look at it, we're around 6 or 7 best league in the country, and it's really good. And so I think you got to come every night and play. It's good for our league to have a new champion, in my opinion. I was just hoping it was going to be us. But it's great. I think it gets more excitement in the league. It's not the same schools, and I just think it creates that little competitive edge.
And Dinah, if you could just talk about your performance tonight. You've been through the wars here for several years now. How did this tonight, this tournament, kind of compare with what you've seen here in the past?
I thought in the second half we really came out and we really fought, and I think we really tried to use that momentum, but like Coach Stockton said, they went on a run, they hit big shots, and we couldn't punch again, so, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say one thing. Dinah just broke the record today for most games played at Tulane, and it has just it's been a joy to coach her. So I hope I get another game to coach her. But, you know, I think one of the things with COVID is you get to have some kids in your program for a long time, and we've been really fortunate. And, you know, Dinah was one of those kids really well last year. She was never going to leave Tulane, and she wanted to lead this team. And, you know, that's another reason I want this team to get postseason, because we really had a lot to replace, but I also want Dinah to lead this team to postseason. I think that'd be special, right?
Yeah, that's all we have here. So
Okay.
it's a late hour here on the particularly
Right.
on the East Coast. So.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.